start again. Okay, so we said left-hand grip was the big issue, okay? You can see now just where that sort of black part of the FootJoy glove is, and your hand is a little bit further over that left hand, and hopefully that's starting to be a bit more comfortable now, okay, when that change has been made, compared to where your left hand was. We're sort of looking now in terms of those sort of two positions, okay? Just where the black position is your left hand now, where your left wrist joint is covering more on top of the grip there, whereas this one you can see now is off the side there. And again, your right thumb and forefinger are making a different line there up towards your right shoulder. We're looking at that right thumb, a little groove that this sort of makes here. You can see that's a bit further, but that's a bit more on top towards your chin. So that's going to help the club basically come back aiming to the right, because your natural arm hang is palms facing in this way, not kind of that way or that way. And we'll see that's all in the takeaway now as the club goes back. This one, as the club started going back, the sort of sensation we said was sort of taking the club back in front, but with less wrist than the back. Okay, so this club, as it starts going back now for the first sort of couple of feet. Okay, and he starts moving, he says. There we go. Okay, so the club starts going back there now. There's a bit less face rotation compared to, and this one goes back. Quite a bit of twist early. There, that face now, that same sort of position there now is a lot more, well, the light and stuff is certainly turned open more, okay, as you go back to that face is aiming towards now, and that's not quite as open as you can see. It will open, obviously, the club goes, you can't say perfectly straight down, but it's about reducing how much twist in that first couple of feet there is there. You can see the face starts glistening about kind of here, whereas this one now is sort of, it's already glistening there, isn't it? So, and then when you get to the top of the back, so in the wrists we said were collapsing, which lost a bit of control. It loses grip position here, so then the club starts wobbling. Any wobble in the club's going to cause some sort of change in the way the club comes back to the golf ball. That's going to be all sorts of issues there, isn't it? So the sensation we had, no wrist. Now this is a no wrist backswing for you, okay? That's how much difference there is in terms of your backswing. So that felt no wrists, that felt wrists. You've changed it basically kind of there, I guess. So not that much, but the feeling to you is as if the club is kind of there somewhere, okay? And in time it will get a little bit shorter as you start progressing, and in some ways become more aware of where the club is. So your only thought really now in terms of the setup, going through that sort of routine, put that left hand on first, get that club down behind the ball, then set your feet up, and just feel now taking less wrist in the backswing. Ultimately, we're trying to get the club to somewhere around about there to be fine, okay? But that will take a little bit of practice getting used to that, okay? But I think your thought now is just that. And it's got to be sort of like a jigsaw, you piece things together bit by bit. If you try to overthink too much and work on downswing and through swings and this and all the other movements and everything else, your brain will just go like, I can't do it. Overload, okay? Just do one thing at a time, okay? So static changes we can make a couple of. I think posturally you can't see it from there. Just try to get a bit more of a straighter back and sort of feel a bit sort of more dynamic, I suppose. You've got more straight this way, not sort of hunching down too much, okay? And the left hand grip, as we said, you can work on that. Hopefully that starts just holding it, and just have the club in your hands a couple of times a day, just watching golf on TV, just switch the club in mid-air, write your name so your hands kind of feel used to that position, not around there. Hold it in front of you that way, so you'll get the feeling of it across this way. It'll help the left hand get on there rather than underneath, because once you're there, you've got to do so much of that through the golf ball, and your forearm doesn't really want to go that way. This is where a lot of sort of tennis elbow golf come into if you're not careful, okay? And then, like I say, once you've got yourself set up, just think of a wristless backswing. There would be pretty good. You go a little bit further, but still not as far as you used to go in the past. So it's about sort of piecing it bit by bit, okay? Does that make sense? Good. So that's kind of the progression we'll go through, okay? Hopefully when that becomes more comfortable and sort of more towards sort of this position, we can then start working on the sort of transition and tell you why some of the shots may hit the ground early. Part of that's going to be why when the ball was going right before you try to hit the ball to the left, so you sort of came out a bit steep and at the ball to try and hit it behind you, knowing it was going to probably go to the right. So that will hopefully change once the ball starts going straighter. But rather than giving you more thought to worry about, just think about that less risk in the backswing, and just maybe have a couple of sessions on the range working on that, and then we'll sort of, if needs be, we'll work on that transition down to the golf ball and talk about any change you might need to make from there. If not, we can then work on driver, chipping and pitching on the golf course. Okay, great. Good man, right?